Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mama of an only child. And today I have an exciting video. I am sitting down in my comfy bed and I am planning out my next year's calendar. So the only way I know and to ease my mind on next year is by just getting next year over with in my brain. I need to know when I'm starting. I need to know when I'm ending. I need to know when our breaks are, loosely, right? Like, obviously, I can't predict everything ahead of time, but what I can do is use my homeschool planet to plan out my year. And it just makes sense to use Homeschool Planet because it just takes the ease out of planning for sure. So if that is something that interests you, keep watching. All right, so I know I have come on here and I have talked about Homeschool Planet a lot, but it's just so good. I only rave about things that I 100% love and wholeheartedly believe in making my life easier as a homeschool mom, but in the right ways, okay? So it only makes sense because I love them so much that I'm partnering with them. So thank you so much to Homeschool Planet for partnering with me. I can't stop talking about it because it's just made my life so much easier. So I'm gonna flip you around, show you my computer screen, and kind of walk you through some of my planning for our 4th grade year. So keep in mind that in April, they are having a huge sale on their lesson plans. And I'm going to show you it in a second, how it looks like. Now is the time. And they have a 30-day free trial, which is amazing. So go check them out. I'll have everything linked down below, and I'm just going to flip this and start showing you how I'm going to prep for my next school year. Okay, so this is my current calendar year, and you can alternate it by day, week, month, but this is the current year. So I'm going to look into working on our next school year, but I'm just going to show you how it looks this year with the lesson plans and things that I have added to my calendar. So I really appreciate the different views, as I do tend to print out the day view for my child to keep her on track on the days that I'm not home, that I work. So I can print it in color, I can print it in economy, which is black and white, and I appreciate the options there for that. Then I print out the whole week view for myself so that I have a ready checklist for myself, that I don't have to bring my laptop downstairs. So let's go ahead and look at our school year. So I have set up the dates for our following school year. I love that it lists the amount of days based on the dates that I input. And we school Monday through Thursday, but I include Friday for like field trip, non-book work type days. You can also print it, which is very convenient. I'm not sure why my printer is showing nothing, so I'm just clicking out and clicking it again. And then it pops up here. So I have a good understanding of my entire school year, and I can easily change the days by clicking on those green arrows, and they turn red on days that we're not going to school. So I can just flip through here, and we like to school July through about April. sometimes May, depending on how many breaks we had to take. Maybe if we were sick or vacation or something like that. But we always take Thanksgiving to New Year's off. So that is why you don't see a whole lot of other days off my calendar. So that is how I set it up. I have my subjects I can pick from. I can do grading if I want. I can track the class hours. I can share it in or out. And right now I'm not sharing it, but that is how I would if I did. And then there's themes and colors that you can choose from. There are so many. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go into the months where you're going to see where we're going to start for next year. And that's going to be where then I'm going to implement our lesson plans. So these are the lesson plans I had for this year, but I also have some that I'm incorporating for next year. So I would apply that to a new class with all the assignments listed, and then I would go ahead and choose the subject that I want, and that's winning with writing. It's going to be for me because I don't share my calendar with anyone. And then I'm going to hit next school year. Then I'm going to select the days that I want the classes to be inputted by no particular time. So as you can see on the bottom, I can double them to make it fit in our school year, or I can change the ending of our school year, which I don't want to do, or I can use what fits and drop the rest off. So I always double them. I can always change it or delete it and reapply it if I decide to do something different. So it's uploading right now, and then I'm going to have to move out the calendar to July. So that says first day of school, Monday, July 22nd. And as you can see, it has doubled the lessons. They're pretty easy, so it's easy to do to double them, but I might change it back. I'm not sure. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my grammar curriculum. So I'm going to do the exact same steps, except now I'm going to pick grammar and myself once again, choosing the days that I want and doubling the assignments and making sure that I hit the next school year and not this school year. But yeah, I never pick certain times, but I can totally, as you can see, if you deselect a day, it's going to change based on the lesson plan, how you want to, like how far it's going to take you to finish the curriculum. So that's just your preference. I don't ever set up grading because I'm not really grading her yet. I am probably going to start doing that her 5th grade year. So as you can see, it implemented the lesson plan just how I wanted it. And then if you click on their website, you can always look up more lesson plans here. They have so many that you can pick from. You just use the search bar. And so I'm going to search up word roots, but I think I end up clicking Critical Thinking Co. And for some reason, it doesn't pull up there. So I thought maybe it goes by company, which obviously you can see it in the drop down there as well. And then it does have some, but I didn't find what I was looking for here, so I can be a little bit more specific in my search. But they have so many lesson plans, and as you can see, they're very well priced. And it just saves so much time to be able to implement it and move it around and adjust it how you wish. So I take that out and I'm going to put in word roots because that's the lesson plan I'm looking for. Word roots because that's the lesson plan I'm looking for. And I'm looking for the beginning because that's what we're doing. So it's going to give you the option to purchase the different levels of curriculum. There's, I believe, different grade levels, or you can purchase the whole bundle. I'm just choosing the one at this time at least. So I'm not sure if we're going to continue it beyond. So I just want to take that grade 3, and then it's in my cart, and I'm going to pop in the code spring24 to get my discount, which is 15% off on lesson plans through April 26th. And as you can see, I had 2 in there by mistake. Lesson plan is coming out to, I believe, $5.06. So once I purchase it, I'm going to do the same thing where I can just click to apply the lesson plan how I see fit. So that's what makes my life so easy, is that it's already going to be here. It may take some time to set this up, but overall, it is extremely easy. So now I'm going to show you how I implement lessons for things that I don't have lesson plans for. So I struggled to get this document to close for whatever reason. So if you just give me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and manually insert. Now, this is going to take me a little bit of time, but I know that if I knock this whole thing out, then I won't have to worry about it for the whole year. So if I go in there, I can manually select math and the dates that I want, the weekdays that I want to have the class run. So you can have it on every weekday, or you can change it up to a time. I never have a time because our homeschool is pretty flexible. But I switched it for Monday through Thursday and for myself. And then as you can see here, I can literally put in anything here. So I usually copy and paste what the lesson is, and then I go to the next one, copy and paste. And that's how I insert them manually. So tons of option here and tons of shortcuts to also make it easier for you. There is a line that says to every class you can add, and then, if you put like lesson 1 with I believe parentheses or something, it'll automatically put lesson in chronological order. And so then all I would have to really do is write the other words. I can add in the notes. So if I wanted to go in the lesson and specify anything I saw, like the mental math that she has to do or the instruction, I could copy and paste that into the notes as well. I'm not going to do that for every lesson because I don't find it to be super important. But basically the options are, there's so many options you can use in Homeschool Planet. So then I save and close, and as you can see, it implemented it for 4 days a week and exactly how I put it. And it looks just like the other lesson plans that I purchased. So that's how I'm going to have to insert my math. So this takes me about an hour to 2 hours to set up my entire year. But then once it's set up, like I said, it takes me about 5 minutes weekly to be able to go into my calendar and just print out my week schedule or whatnot. And you can always change the schedule around. It is very customizable and easy to use. There are tons of tutorial videos showing you how to do a lot of the different options. So I'm playing around with some dates right now. I'm still, even though I've been using this for about a year, I still, am learning things as I grow with using Homeschool Planet. So, and their IT is also really super helpful if you make any kind of mistakes or need them to adjust. They're pretty good about getting back to you and helping you. So yeah, please utilize this sale. Get that 15% off through the 26th of April and take advantage of that 30-day free trial with a free lesson plan. Like I said, this has been life-changing. So I'm adding another manual one here. I want to do handwriting on a specific day only once a week. And so I realized that the day is not on there because I clicked on the wrong day to actually implement the lesson. So you have to make sure you're clicking on the right day to say that you want it to be on that day every week. So we are going to be doing handwriting once a week instead of every day like we had this past year. So as you can see, it adds it here down below. I can add in a lesson or note or anything I want again to it, and I can put a title. There's so many different things I can do here. So it's just super fun to just make it all happen so that I can take a breath and not have to do anything related to planning. I also like that I can put in the notes, like if there's any materials that I need for a curriculum or the lesson. So that's part of my 5-minute a week planning once everything's implemented, is that I can go back and go, oh, hey, we need markers or crayons or paper. And I'll make sure to have that put aside for the upcoming week. So that's how it really eliminates time, because then I don't have to like flip in the book and like look at the lesson and see what I'm going to need for the lesson, because I'm already going to add it to my notes when I set up the year. That way, when I go to print out my week, which you don't even have to print it, but I like to have both, then you're going to have that option to see, oh, hey, those are the supplies I need for the week. So I hope this was very helpful for you if you're using Homeschool Planet and you want to set up your year. I love that I can rearrange it, and there's just so many different things about it that you can do to make your life easier for your school year. And you can also add in work or personal events, birthdays, whatever, into the same calendar. So there's all different kinds of options you can do here. So that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks to Homeschool Planet for sponsoring this video. And if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to answer as best as I can. But make sure to take advantage of the sale and the 30-day free trial. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.